Finally home from my long, boring commute. What am I gonna do? What? It's here! My retail therapy is here! Hello there, board gaming friends, and welcome to my channel. I'm Brian. Thanks for joining me today. Today I want to talk to you about something really exciting: board game retail therapy. 2022 was another outstanding year for board gaming and us hobby enthusiasts. And at the end of the year, my favorite YouTubers make lists of their top 2022 games, and I ended up getting the fear of missing out. And what I like to call retail therapy, I ended up buying 7 games from those lists. Combine that with the 3 Kickstarters that I got towards the end of the year, and I have a top 10 anticipated games that I want to share with you, and in the order of my enthusiasm to play them. So let's get to the list. So what would be a top 10 list if we didn't have an honorable mention? And my honorable mention is the Guild of the Merchant Explorers. One of the reasons why I was excited to get this game is it's supposed to be kind of like a roll and write, but there's no writing. Instead, each player is given their individual terrain board that they're going to explore. And then they use these terrain cards to place little cubes to explore the terrain. But then after the round ends, you reset all your cubes and you have to re-explore. And each time you explore, you're trying to place villages, so it makes it easier to explore. Although the game is a little bit plain for me, I do love the mechanics, and I did play it solo, so that's why it's on my honorable mention. So game number 10 is a little bit of a cheat. My friend and I both kickstarted this game a while back ago. He received his copy, learned it, and I went down and played it. But I haven't played my copy yet, and that is the game of Endless Winter. I'm a huge fan of Dune Imperium. I love the mechanics in that game, so I was really excited to try out Endless Winter, and it didn't disappoint. The goal of Endless Winter is to settle new lands, grow populations, and build megaliths. And doing that with a multitude of mechanics built into the game, including area majority, deck building, in-game bonuses, set collection, tech trees, and the main mechanic of worker placement. Not only that, but the game also has an awesome solo version, which I'm really excited to try out too. So there is number 10, Endless Winter. So game number 9 I kickstarted almost 2 years ago, and I got it for 2 reasons. Number 1, I'm into the post-apocalyptic theme, and number 2, I had started getting into model painting, and the components to this are phenomenal, and I can't wait to paint them. The first component is a cube tower that the entire game board revolves around, and then I also upgraded and got the city building models that I would like to paint as part of this game as well. And if you haven't figured it out yet, that game is Frostpunk. Game number 8 is Ready, Set, Bet. And I'm excited to get to this game to the table to play with my family. I think it's going to generate a lot of excitement, rolling those dice and throwing out bets last minute, yelling and cheering for your horse to win. So this is a game that I can't wait to play with the family. Ready, Set, Bet. Game number 7 is Resurgence. Another post-apocalyptic theme. It's one of the reasons why I got this game. Also, it's done by the same designer as Endless Winter, but this game has bag building in it and worker placement. And so I'm excited to check out those 2 mechanics in combination with each other. All right, so game number 6 is Terracotta Army. Not only is that kind of a cool theme for a board game, but what I'm really excited about this game is the action selection rondelle system. I guess it's kind of a rondelle system in this game. So it just really intrigues me how you select your actions based on these wheels, but the wheels can spin and change the alignment of the actions. So that's one of the reasons why I'm really looking forward to Terracotta Army. Number 5 is Lacrimosa. Again, another theme that I'm really interested in. Any game that has any kind of historical reference or significance or historical simulation to it, I'm a sucker for. And so I'm really looking forward to Lacrimosa to learn a little bit about Mozart's final Requiem. The other part of Lacrimosa that I'm really excited about is the components. That dual or triple layered player board with multi-use cards that slide into the slots. Oh gosh, that sounds like some fun to me. So I'm really looking forward to Lacrimosa for those reasons. Game number 4 is Encyclopedia. Encyclopedia was a late pledge for me, but I did get it towards the end of 2022. I'm excited again about the theme here, building and designing encyclopedias, taking all these beautiful creatures and publishing them into books. But the other reason why I'm looking forward to Encyclopedia is the dice worker placement mechanic. From what I understand, you can use your own dice and other players' dice to activate actions within the game. So there's another reason why I'm really looking forward to Encyclopedia. Game number 3 is Woodcraft. In the middle of 2022, I was introduced to my first Vladimir Suki game, which was Underwater Cities. I instantly fell in love, and I was wondering, wow, what other kind of great games does this designer make? Well, along comes Woodcraft. Not only is it kind of a cute and fun theme, it uses dice where you can manipulate the dice to disassemble them or put the dice together to combine them. But again, it also has another kind of cool action wheel rondelle system where you take a tile and move it ahead, but depending on how far back that tile is, you get a stronger action out of it. So I'm really looking forward to Woodcraft. And game number 2 is by two of my favorite designers, Simone Luciani and Daniel Tassini, and that is Tiletum. Again, Tiletum is a dice resource action selection, and what's kind of unique about this is you use one side of the dice for something and then you use the other side of the dice for something else. So you're using the dice for 2 different reasons. And I hear the thought decisions in this are really in-depth and kind of strategic. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what these 2 designers have done in Tiletum. And my number 1 board game retail therapy purchase is Revive. Sadly, this is on pre-order and I haven't received it yet, but it was on several top 10 lists from 2022 and I'm very excited to get it. Not only am I excited for the theme, which is post-apocalyptic, but also for the asymmetric player powers, the high variable setup, and the no fighting or direct conflict. Not only that, but it also seems like very simple gameplay and game flow where you take 2 actions out of 4 possible. So I'm very much looking forward to Revive, and as soon as that lands on my doorstep, it'll be hitting my game table. There you have it. There's my board game retail therapy purchases for the month of January. Which games have you played? Which game do you think I should play first? Do you agree with Revive? Is there any others that you think I missed? Let me know in the comments below. And thanks again for joining me, and hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.